Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Del Russo Stadium for Northeastern Conference football. Good Classical taking on Revere. Revere hasn't won, but they played everybody tough. They're 0-2. Classical 2-0, looking to go 3-0 under Coach Brian Vaughn. Revere will kick it off. They're in their blue. Classical in their white with green pants. They did a nice job with the field here at Revere. Kick is away. This return across the 25. Terrell Rucco with the return. They're going to put it to Classical 28. So we're underway here in Revere. You can probably see in the background the tennis courts, the basketball courts they put in. They've done a really nice job reconditioning this whole place. They go to the spread, 3 wideouts to the near side. Ridley, the quarterback. They give it to Best. He gets a couple. And actually, Revere was offside, so Class was probably going to take the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 33. Same setup, 3 wideouts to the near side. Best in the backfield with Ridley. They give it to him again. Bangs ahead. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. He picked up 4. 2nd down in the yard. Low snap. They give it to Best again. They're going to give him across the 40, I think. It'll be enough for first down to give him right to the 40 for 3. So Classical picks up the first down. They go quickly. They'll make a couple of substitutions. And I think we're getting a timeout. A little bit of confusion with people going in and out. So it's a full timeout with everybody going to the sidelines. Revere has a couple of injuries. Their quarterback is out. They'll have a backup quarterback. A couple of other players are out. Coach Cicatelli does a pretty nice job over here at Revere. He's playing teams tough, with or without all of the starting players. So Butler is by himself to the far side. Aquera and Green to the near side. Best still in the backfield with Ridley. They fake it. Ridley keeps. And he just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Classical doesn't hesitate, right up to the line of scrimmage. They double the wideouts to either side now. Ridley, the quick out to Cameron Green. They push him back. Let's see if they give him. They're going to give him the 44, I think. They give him 5 to the 45. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Again, double wideouts to either side. The quick out again. Caught. You'll get the first down, sneaking into Revere territory. Ramirez with the catch. They put it to 48. They picked up 7 in their second first down. So they move the chains. They hold on to the ball. They give it straight ahead to Best. He gets some running room. He's going to be down around the 40, which will be another first down. Or close to it. They put it to 39. He got 9. 2nd and a yard. Ridley with the keep. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and a yard. Lost about a foot.
3rd and 1 when play resumes.
Now we got a timeout. It's a 30-second, I think, called by Revere.
30-second timeout for Revere.
Opening drive. 9th play of the drive coming up. Boston's picked up a couple of first downs. Trying to stay perfect at 3-0. The quick out to Butler. Gets the first down and a little bit more.
Butler on the reception with the first down for the Rams.
They picked up 5 on the play. So from the 34, it would be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of Revere.
Put David Bernard's a blocking back in the backfield with wideouts to either side. Low snap. Standing to the right, going back to the left. That was Chase Bono. He's going to lose yardage, I think. There's a flag on the play. Holding against Classical.
No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Rams.
This is going to push Classical back. Giving plenty of options to David Villama. They're going to take the play.
Holding against Classical. Declined by Revere.
I'm kind of shocked. It's only 2nd and 10. They declined the penalty. Ridley looking. Yeah, it's caught by Butler again. Good coverage, but Butler just took it away. They get to the 28. They picked up 6. 3rd and 4. Best stays on his feet, drags people with him, and gets a first down. Their 4th first down of the period. And we'll call it the 21 and give them 7. The receiver didn't turn around. Ramirez went out there, didn't turn around. The closest to the ball was Revere. They almost picked it off. Receiver was still looking downfield when Ridley threw the ball. 2nd and 10 from the 21. The quick out. Catch by Jeffrey Hill.
on the reception.
And they put it down at the 17. They picked up 4.
On the 17-yard line of Revere.
Best will get it to the 15. They need 4. Over the middle, caught and dropped. They had it, going to have a first down, and it got stripped.
Incomplete pass. Revere takes over on down.
A nice defensive play. Gianna Mahoney made a nice defensive play.
First and 10, Revere.
And Revere will get it for the first time, so Classical eats up a lot of time. They come up empty. Revere comes out in a double wing motion. They run it straight ahead.
McNeil on the carry. Brought down by a host of tackles.
They picked up a couple to the 17. Darius McNeil with the carry. Now trying to get outside and being thrown out by Sequeira. There's Jonathan Murphy. You mentioned, I believe he's the backup quarterback. They got hurt last week. He loses 3 yards to the 14. So it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Holding against Revere declined.
Revere was guilty of holding, but they refused it. Wide out to the far side. They stay in the double wing. Trying to run it off Revere's right side, the Classical left side. They get a yard to the 15. And Revere will have to kick it away.
On that last carry for Revere.
No timeout. I'm not sure what the delay is for. Referee is standing with the ball. 4th down from the 15-yard line. We're about to get back to football. They kick it away at the 46-yard line. Hospital's going to get very good field position. Maybe not. That flag just came in. Chase Bono with the return. Let's see where they finally put the ball. We're going to have it at the 36-yard line of Revere. They're going to mark it off a little further back. Now they are going to mark it from the 36. Constables will have decent field position, but not as good as they thought they were going to have. Illegal use of the hands. Classical will start at the Revere 46-yard line. Win the first period, no score. Classical will have it for the second time. They drove down to the 15-yard line and turned it over on downs. Now they get motion coming to the near side. The quick out to Butler.
Butler on the reception.
They're going to put it at the 41. So they give him 5. Second and 5. Best straight ahead inside the 40. They give him the 39 for 2. I would bet we're in 4-down territory here. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw Cat. Now he turns and throws the other way. Nice catch off the turf by David Bernard at the 26. Low, the only one who could get it was Bernard. They picked up 13 yards on the first down. That's a nice catch by David. Very good baseball player. Usually, he's used to picking those throws from the shots in third base out of the turf at Manning Field. Best, they might give him a yard. Second and 9. This period's been dominated by Classical. They haven't scored, but Revere's only run 3 plays. The quick out, caught Sequeira inside the 20. They picked up 7. Again, it's going to be 3rd and 3. They throw it deep. Tip, caught by Butler. I thought they tipped it away. What a great catch by Butler. I was looking for a sign. It looked like Yusuf Ali Buddha had got a piece of it and tipped it. And somehow Butler got up and out-rebounded the defender and took it away for a touchdown. Classical grabs a 6-0 lead. They'll go for 2. They give it to Best, straight ahead, he's in. "46 yards in 6 plays. Ridley and Butler connecting again. Just over 2 minutes left in the period. Class was close to 100 yards, 92 yards, 70 of them passing. Revere has run 3 plays and kicked, coming up with 0 yardage. And Glasgow will kick it off. So Glasgow dominate. "22 plays by Glasgow, 3 by Revere." They boot it away. They chase it down, all the way down to the 8-yard line. So Revere's going to be stuck again at their 16-yard line. First and 10 from there. From the double wing. Turning the corner, getting a step down the sideline. He's gone. They're not going to catch him. 84 yards. And Revere gets right back in it. Glasgow runs 22 plays and they finally score. Revere was 3 and out. They get the ball back. 1 play. Lucas Barboza gets the handoff, goes down the near side, outruns everybody. So Revere had 0 yardage. They run 1 play. They get their first down, and it's an 84-yard run by Lucas Barboza. And the Revere fans are back in it. They'll go for 2 to look to tie it up. They stay in that double wing. Trying to run the right side, not going to get there.
Conversion attempt, no good. And Glasgow 8, Revere 6.
So Revere gets back in it, 8-6. Just over 2 minutes left. So 22 plays, if you don't count the punt, 22 plays to 4 for Glasgow in the period. And they're going to get the ball back to run at least a couple more. And it's only 8-6. Barboza gets the Revere fans back in it. Right back virtually where we started. Revere kicking it off, except Glasgow has a 2-point lead.
Number 2, Bono, back to receive. That one out of bounds.
Kick went out of bounds. Let's see what Classical does. We're going to have Revere kick it again. I think they could have got it at the 35 from where it went out. Would have been the 30 plus a 5-yard penalty. But instead, they're going to have Revere kick it again. Ridley is 9 for 10 passing, and one miss was down deep that was caught and dropped inside the 5 on the first drive on 4th down. Otherwise, he would have been perfect. So now they'll kick from the 35.
Butler and Bono back to receive for the Rams.
And get across the 35. Chase Bono.
Bono on the return.
They'll put it at the 36. And that's where Classical will put it in play. Classical's moved the ball. He went down to the 15-yard line. Actually, pass probably should have been caught. A nice defensive play by Revere. Stripped it. Would have been a first down inside the 5. They turned it over, but then they got it back and went 46 yards in 6 plays. Best is going to pick up a couple. They give him 3 to the 39.
Second and 7.
Classical quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They give it to Best again. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Best on the carry. Alba getting that last tackle for Revere.
Actually, they gave me a yard to the 40. That was very charitable. Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 6. High snap. Ridley is in trouble and he gets dumped. Classical's going to have to kick it away.
Credit Ali with the tackle for the 27.
They lost 7 yards.
For the 7-yard loss. 4th and 13.
So Revere, with a kind of run back, could get pretty good field position. They're not going to get a chance to run it back. It's going to take a little bit of a Classical bounce. And they're going to put it at the 34-yard line.
Revere with their own 34-yard line.
So with the period winding down, Revere, trailing by 2, will get the ball at their 34-yard line.
the end of the first.
And that was the end of the period. The clock was a little bit off. So that's the end of the period. So in the first period, Revere has 84 yards rushing, and it all came on one play. Barbosa's 84-yard touchdown run. So Best has 31 yards rushing. Butler's caught passes for 34, one for an 18-yard touchdown. Ridley is 9 for 10 for 70 yards. And on the other side, it's all Lucas Barbosa. Of course, his line mates did a pretty good job. It's all him running 84 yards for a touchdown. And Revere will have it 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McNeil. Give him 3 to 37. And we're underway here in the second period. Second and 7 for the Patriots. Wideout comes to the near side, otherwise they stay in that tight double wing. They run straight ahead for a couple. That's McNeil again. Third and 5 for Revere. Rishi again brings the play back to the huddle. Rolling to the near side. Lets it fly. It's caught. Revere into classical territory at the 36. 25 yards on a first down. The pitch. McNeil inside the 35. Picked up 4. Second down and 6. Well, Revere is taking a turn holding on to the football here in the second period. Trying to turn the corner. Gets to the 30, maybe inside the 30. Barbosa. They give him the 29 for 3. He's closing in on 100 yards with 2 carries. Obviously 4 down territory here. 3rd and 3 from the classical 29. The wideout goes to the far side. Not much there, if anything. That was a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield. A little late handoff. They gave him almost a yard. They gave him to the 28. So it's 4th and 2 yards and half a football. The ball's inside the 29, not quite the 28. Big 4th down play. They run straight ahead with McNeil again. So big 4th down pickup. They're trying to decide whether it's a first down or not. They need the 26, and now they say it's a first down. They didn't measure it. They put it right at the 26. They gave them 2. And they pick up a big first down. They convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 from the 26. They move the chains, they keep hold on to the football, and they move the clock. The wideout comes to this side, they break that double wing, they get 2 wideouts. Murphy looking to throw, lets it fly deep, and we got a flag, and that's going to be interference against Glasgow. They were all over the intended receiver, Eric Bua. They're going to knock it off, I believe, from the line of scrimmage. And that's going to put Revere inside the red zone with a chance to take the lead in this one. They knocked it off. We'll call it the 12. They knocked off 14 yards. Half the distance would have been the 13. The ball, we'll call it the 13. It's just about right there. Maybe half a football inside the 13. McNeil gets buried. But they gave him 2 to the 11. Second down and 8 from the 11-yard line. They can pick up a first down at the 3. Murphy brings the play back to the huddle. This is the 9th play of the drive coming up. Glasgow hasn't touched the ball in the second period yet. The wide out to the far side, they go back to that double wing. Misdirection, they're going to get knocked down in the backfield. They try to get Glasgow going one way, and they sent Furlong the other way. Back to the 14, they lost 3. So the 10th play of the drive coming up. Now they need 11. They get down here with a big 25-yard completion to Bua and a 15-yard penalty against Glasgow for interference. Murphy looking to throw. Dumps it off. Nice catch. What a terrific catch by Barboza. That looked like one of those one-handed grabs. Looked like it was going to be incomplete. Instead, they need 11. They got 11, and they pick up a first down. So instead of 4th and long, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3. What a terrific catch. He's already run 84 yards for a touchdown. Now he makes a great one-handed grab to get Revere down deep. Murphy, straight ahead. And waiting for a sign. There it is. He got a touchdown. Quarterback sneak. And for the first time this year, Classical is trailing. It's a 66-yard drive, aided by that big interference call. And Brian Riazzi will look to kick the point. And he boots it through. They went for 2 on the first touchdown to try and tie it. I thought they might go for 2 to try and make it a 6-point game. But with just over 4 minutes left until halftime, Revere has put Classical behind for the first time this year. So the 25-yard completion to Eric Boer. That great catch by Barboza, the one-handed catch that got him to the 3. Throw in the 15-yard penalty against Classical, and Revere goes 66 yards. "11 plays. And Revere will kick it off again. So let's see how Classical reacts to being behind for the first time this year. I mentioned Revere is doing this. The quarterback out. A couple of other players hurt. But you wouldn't know it by the way they're playing. Jonathan Murphy's only a junior, doing a very nice job. Barboza's a junior. At the 25, and Classical will get good field position. That was Ramirez with the return. They'll put it at the 42. Classical has good field position to start the first drive of the second period. And they're now trailing 13-8. The quick out, caught short yardage. That's Sequeira. They picked up 2. 2nd and 8. Best. They actually push him forward for extra yardage. Across the 45. We'll call it the 47 and give him 3. I need just about 5. Really, the quick out. Butler was wide open. Nice catch, nice run. Down the sideline. They finally knock him out. Down deep. This might be coming back. Butler was wide open, made a nice run. Got down to the 12, and it's coming back. Chop block by the Rams, and it's coming back. It's a big 15-yarder. They put it back at the 32. So 3rd and 20 for the Rams as we get a timeout. That was a play. They were going to be inside the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. With plenty of time left on the clock to try and go in and take the lead at halftime. Instead, the 15-yarder brings it all the way back. And now, old Mr. Momentum is switching to blue and white. Clarksville doesn't convert here, and it's tough with 3rd and 20. Revere will get the ball back, and they have a chance. They're already leading. They'll have a chance to get a little better, and they get the ball to start the second half. Revere's gone over 100 yards rushing, obviously with that 84-yard touchdown run. But they already picked up also 2 big pass plays, 125, and that great catch by Barboza for 11 to help with the drive to get them on the board to get the lead. Haskell needs a big play. Ridley looking, stepping up, lobs it deep. It's caught. Great catch by Shaquira. We're seeing some great athletic plays in this game. Classical converts on 3rd and 20. And they get it to the Revere 42. 26 yards on the first down. Ridley's only missed once, and that was that pass on the opening drive that was dropped over the middle. It looked like we'd get him a first down. At the 42, they hold on to the football as we get the 2-minute warning. They say 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Best is almost like a wing in the backfield. The quick out to Butler. Gets a big block, steps up inside. Flag coming in, that's going to come back.
There's a flag on the play.
Classical hurt themselves with penalties. Butler with another big catch. And that's the second time in this drive that Classical's going to get pushed back. They're discussing it now, but it's going to be against Classical. We saw Barboza make a great one-handed catch to set up the Revere touchdown. Now we just saw Sequeira Making a terrific catch on the sideline. Pascal converting on 3 and 20, and now they get a big play with Butler again. Second time with Butler. Second time it's going to be negated by a penalty. The line of scrimmage was the 42. So it's a personal foul. They're going to knock it off from there. And it's another big 15-yarder. So it's going to be 1st and 25. Pascal takes 1 step forward. It takes 3 steps back. Ryan Vaughn will be talking about this at halftime. Two 15-yarders on this series, negating 2 big pass plays to Butler. One that would have brought them inside the 15. Now with time running down, it's 1st and 25. They give it to Best, turning the corner. Gets near midfield. They give him midfield for 7. Second and 18. The quick out. Short yardage. They only picked up 2 yards. Give a quick timeout. 3rd and 16. Actually, he gave him to the 47. So he gave him 3 yards. So you get 10 yards of the 15-yard penalty back. So it'll be 3rd and 15 from the Revere 47. Revere's going to take a lot of momentum into the locker room. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. Another big play for Classical. Cameron Green goes in motion to the far side, now sets up as a wideout. Ridley steps up, lets it fly too far. And a little extracurricular hit on Butler at the end of that play that was really unnecessary. Pascal has to kick it away. And it's going to go out of bounds. So those 2 big penalties really hurt the Rams. They would get them down close twice, negated by the penalties. And Revere's not going to do anything dumb here. They're at their 28-yard line. They have a 5-point lead. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. They can run one play and get out of here. Coming to the near side, getting across the 30, out of bounds near the 40. That's Barboza. And we got flags coming in at the end. They gave Barboza, I think, to the 40-yard line. That would be 12 in the first down. And now they're discussing. Glasgow thinks it's against Revere, a penalty. Revere is saying it's against Glasgow. We haven't seen a sign yet. Now we're going to get one. Unsportsmanlike against Revere. Unsportsmanlike against Glasgow. They negate. Revere will get a first down at the 40-yard line. And that puts Barboza 1 yard under 100. So this play should probably end the first half. If it goes wrong, we'll have a lot to talk about with his troops. They got out, they drove down deep, turned it over, drove back again, got an 8-point lead, and they haven't done much since. Penalties have cost them. They dumped Barboza back at the 35. Well, he lost 5 on the play. I'm not even sure why Revere is running a play. All they really have to do is take a knee. And that's the end of the period. So they ran that last play. I'm not sure why. So Revere kind of shocks Glasgow. Penalties have hurt the Rams here in the first half. They had an 8-0 lead. All of a sudden, it's Revere 13, Glasgow 8 at halftime here at Della Russo Stadium. We're back. It'll be Glasgow kicking off to Revere. Glasgow a little bit shocked in the first half. They dominated the first period until they scored. They went down deep, turned it over, went down and scored, but then they kicked off. Barboza went 84 yards for a touchdown, and that was the only play that they had, Revere, in the first period. Glasgow ran 22 plays to 5 for Revere, but Revere got that big touchdown. And they're going to catch it and fall down at the 29-yard line. But then Revere came out and dominated the second period, and Glasgow helped them. Glasgow had a big completion by Sequeira that on 3rd and 20. 2 big plays to Butler. One got them inside the 15, both times negated by penalties, and penalties really came up to haunt Glasgow in the second period. And Revere went 66 yards in 11 plays. A big catch by Boer for 25. A one-handed grab by Barboza got them down to the 3. The sneak in, and that was helped by a 15-yard penalty against Glasgow, interference. So penalties certainly boosted Revere and really negated Glasgow in that first half. From the 29, 1st and 10. They stay in that double wing. Barboza coming to the near side, goes airborne, skipped over a couple. As soon as you do that, you lose all momentum. They get to the 31, he picked up 2. He's closing in on 100 yards. He had 99, and they decided to run one last play in the first half, and he lost 5 yards. Now he's at 96. Revere will have it 2nd and 8 from their 31. Best had 41 yards. Ridley was 12 for 13 for 101 yards and a touchdown. Butler had 4 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown. Barbosa had 94 yards rushing. Murphy, who I still believe, I think I'm correct, he's the backup quarterback, doing an outstanding job. He was 2 for 2 on that second period drive for the touchdown, completing 2 big passes for 36 yards. And then he ran it in for a touchdown from the 3, the quarterback sneak. They fake the pitch, they come back to the near side. And they get about 5. Barbosa with the carry. They put it at the 37, they give him 6. And that puts him over 100 yards. Big play for Revere here, 3rd and 2. A little misdirection with that Barbosa. They send the wide out to the far side. They run it straight ahead, they're not going to get there. They ran right into the teeth of the defense. Bobby Souza in the middle of that pack. They lose. Actually put it back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So Revere's going to have to kick it away. Russell's going to get very good field position at their 46-yard line. Took a little bit of a right turn and went right into the Revere bench area at the 46. So it's only a 17-yard punt. All right, Glasgow gets a break. They're trailing 13-8. First time they've been behind this year. They've been a scoring machine the first 2 games. They come right out to the line of scrimmage. They double the wideouts to either side. Now, put a tight end to the near side. Revere jumped and they made contact, and that's going to cost them. Actually, the ball's at the 41-yard line. I thought it went out at the 46. So now they'll put it at the 46. First and 5. Now, did Glasgow give it back, or did Revere? Revere is saying Glasgow moved. Glasgow is saying Revere jumped. Let's see what the official says. And Glasgow got 5, and they give it back. Glasgow. Good yardage, but they're piling up penalty yardage as well. To the far side, one to the near side. Best in the backfield with Ridley. They give it to Best, not going anywhere. Back at the 42. They lost a yard. A quick out to Butler. They picked up 6. 3rd and 6. Low snap, it goes all the way back. Ridley will have to fall on it. And Klaus will have to kick it away. Back to the 35, they lost 13 yards. So we'll never know if they could have converted with a pass on that 3rd down because they're going to have to kick it away. And Revere could get pretty good field position here. High, short kick. Let's see where they put it. Just over midfield. Now they're going to put it in Klausel territory at the 49. It's a 14-yard kick. So only a 14-yard kick. Revere gets excellent field position at the Klausel 49. The wide out to the near side. The pitch, they dropped it in the backfield. The pitch was behind McNeil. They put it back at the Revere 46. So they lost 5 on the play. Second and 15. Rolling to the near side. Murphy keeps and gets hit and knocked down. Terrence McGaughy with a nice tackle from behind. Held him to a yard. Third and 14 for the Patriots. The wide out again to the far side. They stay in the double wing. Murphy rolling to the near side, throws it back to the far side. And Klausel reacts well. Sequeira with the tackle. They went to Uyama. They tried to get Klausel coming to the near side. They threw it back. They picked up only 2 yards on the play.
for Revere.
So both teams shut the other offense down. Both teams will have to kick the Revere turn this time. This one a little bit better. Gonna bounce out at the 22-yard line of Glasgow. And that's where Glasgow will put it in play. We're in the third period. Glasgow led 8-0. Revere went down, scored, missed the two-point conversion, made it 8-6. And the way the first period ended, but Revere ate up 66 yards, 11 plays in the second period. They went down and scored. Murphy sneaking in from the three to give them the lead with the extra point by Riazzi. And that's where we are, 13-8. As Best picks up a few.
28 in the carry.
They give him 3. They give it to Best again. They give him 3 more. 3rd down and 4. Best coming to the near side, breaks it back to the middle, gets a good surge across the 45, just shy of midfield. Nice run by Best. Started to the near side and just stepped back and went straight to the goalpost. They give him to the 47, 19 yards and a first down. They give it to him again off the right side. They're going to give him 2 to the 49. Second and 8. One more time. They're going to give him to midfield, I think. So a steady diet of Malcolm Best. 3rd and 7 from midfield. The quick out. Nice catch, nice run. That's going to give him a first down. That's Sequeira again.
Sequeira on the reception. Good for another first down for the Rams.
They picked up 10 on the first down. We're having a nice game catching the football. That's a little forward pass to Butler. And it's going to wind up with a loss. They put Butler in motion to the short side. And they're going to lose yardage. Back to the 47. They lost 7. So that's a forward pass. They flip a little flip to Butler. And now it's going to be 2nd and 17. Ridley lets it fly deep. Incomplete. Pascal looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Or are they? There's a flag down at the 12-yard line, so they're calling interference against Revere. It's going to be from the line of scrimmage. So instead of 3rd and 17, it's going to be a first down for the Rams as we're winding down a very quick third period.
While we have a break, I'm going to announce the 50-50 split the clock. Please check your tickets. 0829470. 0829470. Thank you for your participation.
They put it at the 32. 15 yards, so it's going to be second down and 2 for the Rams. So Classical helped out by a big 15 pass interference call. With the period winding down, Classical gets a big break. Instead of 3rd and 17, it's going to be 3rd. Now they make it a first down. I thought it was an automatic first down. They lined it up, it was going to be 3rd and 2. They announced 3rd and 2. But it's going to be a first down at the 32. A quick out. Caught again by Shaquera, battling for yardage. They put it down at the 24. They picked up 8. He went out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Second and 2 for the Rams.
Now another discussion with the officials. Second and 2 for the Rams, trying to get the lead back here in the third period. Trailing by 5. Green and Butler to the near side, Sequeira to the far side. Brono is in the backfield now with Best and Ridley. They give it to Best. He's going to lose a yard, I think.
Gonzalez in on that last tackle for Revere.
And that's going to be the end of the period. Fast-paced third period. Classical threatening. They have it at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Rams. With 11 minutes of football left, Classical's trailing by 5. Ridley has only missed on 1 pass, and that was way back in the first period when they threw it over the middle, and it looked like they had a big first down at the 11, and it was stripped away by the defense, knocked loose, and that's the only incompletion he's thrown. He did have one for -7 yards to Butler. But he's passed for 118 yards and a touchdown. But Classical on the short end, 13-8, so we have a scoreless third period. And that's very unlike the Classical Rams. They've put a ton of points on the board the first 2 games. They've been held to 1 score back in the first period after they got got down deep, turned it over, they got it back, and went 46 yards in 6 plays, an 18-yard strike to Butler. Best with the conversion. They had their 8-0 lead, but then Revere has put 13 unanswered points on the board. After the possible touchdown, the first play from scrimmage, after the touchdown, Barboza went 84 for the touchdown to get it 8-6. And then Revere ate up most of the second period, going 66 yards in 11 plays with Murphy going in from the 3. A big 25-yard completion to Boer, but a big one-handed grab by Barboza got them down to the 3, aided by a 15-yard penalty. And now Classical trying to take advantage of a 15-yard penalty. They hand it off. That was Bono, I think. Chase Bono with the carry. He ran straight ahead to the 20-yard line. He picked up 5. Classical will get a first down. Revere play it down. One of the Classical players lost their helmet. So a lot of going on that play. So Classical trying to get the lead back. They trail by 5. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of Revere. Barboza was going over 100 yards rushing, 102 for Revere. Best is rushed for 66 for Classical. He's almost perfect throwing the ball. $16 for 17 for Revere, 118 yards. But Classical's down 5. Early moments of the 4th period, second play actually of the 4th period. They have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Helped up by a big 15-yard penalty. Interference against Butler. The quick out to Butler. Flips the tackle, stays on his feet, falls forward for an extra yard or 2. They put it to 17 for 3. They haven't had any real, they had an 18-yard touchdown pass. Everything else has been dinking and dunking. Just throw it 3 yards, 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Quick out again, Butler. Looks like he's got a first down. He just hooked up at the 10-yard line, and that's where they put it. They needed 7, they got 7. So it's 1st and 10. And it's actually 1st and goal from the 10. They give it to Best. Feels his way along, dives the last yard or 2. He dove in the end zone for the touchdown. Nice run by Best straight ahead. A 78-yard drive. 13 plays. Aided by the 15-yard penalty. They give it to Best. He doesn't get in. Classical will kick it off. They fall on it about the 22 or 23 yard line. Revere, we're going to 23. I thought Best got squashed. They had 2-point conversion, but I guess they gave it to him. Barboza gets to the 25 for 2. Second and 8 for the Patriots. Snap goes awry in the backfield. It bounces around. Let's see who got it. They're going to wind up gaining yardage. The ball got pushed ahead to the 20, almost the 28-yard line. They picked up 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 28-yard line. The pitch in the backfield are going to lose, maybe even lose the ball, but they are certainly going to lose 4, 5, 6 yards. It got pushed around and winds up with Revere gaining 3 yards on the play. Third and 5. Murphy rolling. You're going to get bumped out of bounds by David Bernard. He'll lose a yard back to the 27. Well, they're going to have to kick it away. James Bono with a nice job turning the corner. Goes airborne, stays on his feet. There's a flag coming in, I think. Classical is excited, but I think it's coming back. Caught it on the fly. Went airborne over a couple of would-be tacklers. Got it down to the 35-yard line of Revere. But there's a yellow handkerchief on the ground. And that usually means it's coming back. They're using an illegal block or whatever against Classical. Once again, a discussion. We had these discussions with the officials all night long. There's two flags sitting down at the 43-yard line. Going over to talk to Coach Vaughn. Best 10-yard run on Classical's first possession of this, only possession of the fourth period, has put Classical back on top. There's still a long conversation between the officials and Coach Vaughn. Now, we haven't seen a sign from the official at all. Now I think we're finally going to get a sign from the official. Classical. Unsportsmanlike. Classical. Two big penalties against the Rams. And one of the players got thrown out. I'm not sure who that was. It wasn't Chase Bono because he's still in the game. They're going to mark yardage off against Classical. So Classical thought they had possession around the 35-yard line of Revere. Instead, they're going to be back on their own end. And they mark off a lot of yardage against the Rams. After all is said and done, instead of being at the Revere 35, they're going to be at the Classical 35. So 1st and 10 from there. Yeah, we got a timeout called by Classical. I don't know. I saw the referee make the sign like somebody got thrown out. I didn't see who it was. It wasn't Bono running the kickback. He did a great job fielding it, going down the sidelines. He hurdled 3 or 4 guys, stayed in bounds, got down to the 35. Classical looked like they were in very good shape. But then there were penalties all over the place. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I think it wound up with 2 15-yard penalties against Classical. And instead of being at the Revere 35, they're at the Classical 35, 1st and 10. Classical trying to hold on here. Revere is giving them all they could handle here at Delarusso Stadium. Comes out with a wide out to the far side. They fill the backfield with Ridley. With time, lets it fly long and deep. And too long and too deep for Best. Oh, excuse me, for Butler. That's the first really incomplete pass. The other one probably should have been caught back in the first period, but statistic-wise, it's only the second incompletion by Ridley. 2nd and 10. Best gets a couple.
Just on the carry.
They give him 3
Dude, that's right. You know that last tackle.
to the 38.
Bishop's timeout for an injured player.
We're going to play it down on the field. Oscar led 8-0 in the first period. After the score, they kicked off. One play, Barbosa went 84 yards to make it 8-6. That ended the first period at 8-6. Revere had a big 11-play, 66-yard drive in the second period. A big catch by Boa, a great one-handed grab by Barbosa, throwing a 15-yard penalty, and Murphy ran in from 3 yards to give Revere the lead. First time Glasgow was behind, 13-8 at halftime. Glasgow best went 10 to give Glasgow the lead back. Best with the carry. Gets out to the 43. Glasgow's going to go here, I think. They need 2 yards. Best, I think he just barely got it. He needed 2, he got 2. He needed the 45, and that's where he got to. And Glasgow went on 4th down, and he make it. Now, Best is going to get knocked down for a yard. Second and 9. Good penetration by Furlong, knocking Best down. Second and 9 from the 46. Butler by himself out to the near side. Steady diet of Best as he gets a head of steam up, gets into Revere territory for a big first down. Also eating up yards and eating up the clock. 11 yards. Best 2 yards away from 100 yards. They give it to him again. He'll get his 100 yards there. As they give him the 41, he gets 2. That puts him at exactly 100 yards. Second and 8. Glasgow again. Getting first downs. More importantly, eating up the clock. Long count. They give it to Best again. Not much there. They give him a yard. Third and 7. Another big play coming up for the Rams. Just run to convert, hold on, run some more time off the clock. They hustle people out. The quick out to Butler. Nothing doing, they wrap him up and knock him down. And that's Barbosa. That's the second time they've completed a pass for minus yards. This one was -1. 4th down and 8. I thought Glasgow might punt here. They're going to talk about it. They're going to take a timeout. You don't want to give Revere this kind of field coverage or field position. They went a steady diet. 7 straight carries by Best before they threw it to Butler, and that lost him a yard. They've gone over 200 yards of offense, but they only have 2 scores. This is after they've been putting up telephone numbers in the first 2 games and scoring a lot of points in the first 2 games. So you would think that Glasgow would look to kick it here and try to pin Revere deep, and if they are going to drive, they'll have to drive the length of the field. And I think that's what they're going to do. They lined up like they were going to go for it. And then, I don't know, one of the coaches or somebody, or Brian Vaughn, somebody said something. They said, timeout, let's talk about it. Now they come up, they're going to kick it away. And I think this is the smart move. It takes a good classical bounce. They're going to get it very deep inside the 10. So if Revere is going to get down and score, they're going to have to earn it. They put it at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 Revere from their own 7-yard line.
32-yard punt, but no return, and they pin them at the 7-yard line. They break the double wing. They go double wideouts to the near side. Not going very far. They give him 2 to the 9. 2nd and 8. Very big series for Revere here in the 4th period. They double the wideouts to the far side. And they go to the spread for the first time. Ripley's in trouble. They sack him. It's a safety. They knock him down in the backfield. Hayden Merciotis. And that skinny 1-point lead is now 2. Ricky, they went to the spread for the first time. He was looking to throw. He got hit, and they knocked him down in the end zone. Glasgow picks up a quick 2 points. And they're going to get the football as well. So Mritsiotis, Hayden Mritsiotis, nails Murphy in the backfield. And it's 16-13 Classical, and they're going to get the football here in the fourth period. They should get very good field position. Kick coming from the 20-yard line. They kick it deep. They got it down inside the 25. And they get decent field position, not as good as they thought they were going to get. Bono with the return. They're going to put it, I believe, at the 42-yard line of Classical. So Classical would like nothing better than just hold on to the football, run this fourth-quarter out, pick up their third win, and sneak out of here with a 16-13 win. Probably easier said than done. We got a whistle stopping the play.
20-second timeout, Revere.
Revere called a 30-second timeout. Ridley was going to throw the ball there. They had a steady diet of best running the ball and running the clock. Now they were going to throw the ball. So punting the ball turned out the right choice, pinning him at the 7, and then nailing Murphy in the backfield. Not only for a 9-yard loss, but a safety for 2 points. They give it to Best. Not very much there. They give him 2 to the 44. That one went right through the hands of Butler. That's actually a plus for Revere. It stops the clock. Third and long. They give it to Best. Battling for yardage, he's going to come up shy. They give him 5 to the 49. Revere takes a timeout. They're using a lot of their timeouts here in the fourth period. And I'd like to have those back. What does Classical do now? 4th down and long. Fourth down and 3. If they make it, they could probably run the clock out and get out of here with a win. If they miss, they're going to give Revere very good field position. So let's see what they do. I think Butler's back in punt formation. So Best has run for 1, Ridley has passed for 1, Butler caught 1 for a touchdown. Butler's run for 108. Ridley has passed for 127 as the kick is away. And it's going to pin Revere deep again at their 19-yard line. So this is going to be the last salvo for the Patriots. If they're going to get in it, they're going to have to go 81 yards. Now they're going to mark it at the 24-yard line. So they have to go 76 yards. You see even tighter, the wideout is being a little bit tight as well. Motion. They give it to Barboza, turn in the corner. Gets around, gets bumped out of bounds. Gets across the 30 to the 31. He picked up 7.
Second and 3 for Revere from their own 31-yard line.
Second and 3. They break the double wing. They give it straight ahead. It'll be a first down by McNeil. At the 39, they picked up 8. We remember Revere has a kicker. They kicked the only extra point they kicked. They booted it very easily. Murphy lets it fly deep. It's caught. They cut inside and they made the catch. Boer with another big time catch. He used his body to screen Cameron Green away. "35 yards and a first down." Murphy threw it up. Boer cut to the inside and used his body to screen Cameron Green away and made a big-time catch. And Revere putting pressure on the Rams. They had it at the 26. They trailed by 3. They go back to the double wing. Just under 2 minutes. We got the 2-minute warning. Left in the ballgame. Glasgow leading by 3. And they have Riazzi, who booted the extra point from the 3-yard line. He could have kicked it from the 20. Barboza trying to turn the corner. He's going to get hit and knocked down. He lost a yard to the 27. Glasgow trying to hold on. They lead by 3. Time winding down here in the ballgame. They send 2 wideouts to the near side and a wing to the far side. Motion. Murphy stays on his feet, fighting for yardage. They push him forward near the 20-yard line. Looked like he was hit almost at the line of scrimmage. And he got pushed to the 20. He picked up 7. And we're at a timeout.
game is over. There are 3 exits.
3rd and 4.
Concession stand.
With time winding down here in the ballgame. Classical leading by 3. We're going to go 3-0 on the young season. Their first excursion here to Revere. What a great job they did refurbishing this field. And I mentioned before in the background, basketball courts, tennis courts. They made a very nice complex here, right off Broadway in Revere. So as the teams come back from the timeout, back to football. Revere needs 4. They run straight ahead. They're not going to get the first down, I don't think. They put it down at the 18-yard line. What do they do here? 4th and 2. And we're going to get a timeout. The biggest play of the game. 42 seconds showing on the scoreboard clock. 4th and 2. If they go and miss, the game is over. A field goal from here would be about 35 or 36 yards. They're sending the kicker out. Rayan Riazi. It's going to be a 35-yard attempt. Griffey the holder, he's the quarterback. So they're putting it all on the shoulders of Rayan Riazi, trying to polish off this 76-yard drive and tie it up. And virtually sent it into overtime. And Claster's going to try and freeze the kicker. So Eric Bua, he made a big 25-yard catch on the first touchdown. Excuse me, the second touchdown. Revere on the drive took the lead for the first time. Now he makes a huge 35-yard catch on 3rd and 4. He has to get inside position to make the catch, get it down to the 26-yard line. You pick up 8 in 3 downs, and this is it. The game on the line. They can send it into overtime. If this is good, Classical will win the game if it's missed. So everything on the line right here for both teams. Griffey the holder. Dead center from the 25-yard line. They get it down. It's got plenty of leg. Dead center, it's good. Rayan Riazi, a young sophomore. He's been huge in this game. He kicked an extra point. Obviously, it's huge because it's a tie game. Now, even more important, He kicks a 35-yard field goal. 36 ticks left. And unless Classical runs this kick back for a touchdown, we are probably going into overtime. And Revere will very gratefully take it. So Classical really getting shocked here at Harry Delarusso Stadium. Both teams have gone over 200 yards. 205 for Revere. $220 for Classical. And the young sophomore Riazzi, who just kicked the kick of his life, is going to kick it off. At the 15-yard line. We're going to get across the 30. That's Chase Bono. They'll put it to 31. Now, will Classical take a shot throwing it deep? It'll be like a punt anyway, so. But with just about 30 seconds left. Classical 69 yards away from a winning score. They dump it out quickly to Butler, and he gets out of bounds. Short yardage on the play. That's Classical coming in this game and had some very big touchdown plays, passing plays, everything here, with one exception. Here's Best with a big-time run. That'll stop the clock. He gets across midfield. Classical takes a quick timeout. Classical has a couple of kickers. They have David Bernard, who kicks extra points. They also have Kyle Durant. They put the ball at midfield for 16 yards. They have to go a long way to even think about that. And I believe that's Classical's last timeout. So they've got to go past the stakes to get a first down to stop the clock. Otherwise, the clock is going to run out on them, and they're going to wind up in overtime. They fill the backfield with Ridley. Looking to throw with time. Lets it fly long and deep. Best had a shot at it. Revere comes away with it. Murphy picked it off at the 3-yard line. So this is going to put us in overtime because they're not going to do anything from here. They threw it up. Butler had a shot at it. Murphy went up and took it away. Big time play by the quarterback, playing both ways. And at the 3-yard line, if you see Revere take anything other than a knee here, you can put up a very big question mark. So it looks like it's going to be overtime here at Harry Delarusso Stadium. they just take a knee. So we're going to have our first overtime in a while. Both teams will get a shot, I believe, from the 10-yard line. We'll see which end they use. Glasgow went 46 yards in 6 plays. Ridley to Butler for 18. Best with the rush for the conversion, it was 8-0. They kicked off one play. Lucas Barbosa went 84 yards for the touchdown. They missed the 2-point conversion. It was 8-6 at the end of one. Revere got the ball back on the last play of the first period. Into the second period, they went 66 yards in 11 plays. A huge catch by Barbosa, one-handed catch, got them down to the 3-yard line. On the next play, Murphy snuck in for the touchdown. And the man of the hour right now, Ryan Riazzi, who kicked the field goal, he kicked the extra point to make it 13-8. No score in the third period. Spilling over into the fourth period, Glasgow finished off a 78-yard drive in 13 plays. Best went in for the 10. The conversion was no good. Glasgow had a skinny 1-point lead, 14-13. They punted. They pinned Revere deep at the 7. One play got them to the 9. And then a very big play by Hayden Metsiotis. He tackled Murphy in the end zone for a safety to make it 16-13 Glasgow. Revere shut Glasgow down. They punted. Revere started at their 24-yard line. A big 35-yard catch. Second big catch in the game on scoring drives by Eric Boer. Got them down to the 26. Murphy had a big play. He ran for 7 to get it down to the 20-yard line. McNeil picked up 2 to the 18. It was 4th down and 2. They opted not to go for the 2 yards. They opted for the field goal. And it was Ryan Riazzi. Perfect from 35 yards away. And that's where we are, 16-16. And we'll go into overtime. Both teams will have a shot. So they'll go from the scoreboard end to your left on your TV screen. They'll use that end. They had the coin toss. I think, I'm not sure whether Glasgow won or lost, but Glasgow will be on defense, I think, first. Coaches usually like to defer. Hopefully they can shut the team down and then score and win. So Revere giving Glasgow all they can handle here. Dead even, 16-16. We couldn't decide anybody. In regulation, it used to be the 10-yard line. They move it now down to the 20. So it's from the 20. They send a wide out to the far side. They stay in that double wing. Coming to the near side, cutting it up, fighting for yardage inside the 15. That was Furlong. So he picked up 6. Second play in the overtime. 2nd and 4 from the 14-yard line. McNeil trying to run straight ahead, not getting much, if anything. They give him a yard to the 13. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Patriots. Classical on defense, they'll have their shot on offense. If they can shut Revere down, they'll have a chance of winning this. Revere will have a 3rd and 3, and they still have the right foot of Ryan Riazzi they can use down here. He's already kicked an extra point and a huge field goal with 42 seconds left to tie the game. So a big play in overtime. They stay in the double wing with the wide out to the far side. They run it to the right side, no goal. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That's Metsiotis with another big play. They lose a yard, I think, to the 15. They lost 2 to the 15. 4th and 5, and here we go again. They're going to send their kicker out. It'll be a 31-yard attempt. They get it down, and he does it again. Dead center. So Revere has a 3-point lead. So 20 yards in 4 plays. Now Classical with a chance to win it. Classical with an opportunity. 4 downs from the 20-yard line. We're in overtime. Ridley gives it the best. Straight ahead. First down yardage and more. Inside the 10 to about the 8. And that's where they mark it. He picked up 12. He's got 136 yards rushing. They give it to Best again. Down near the goal line, he's going to be down around the 2. Second and goal. They mark it at the 3. Classical looking to win it here in overtime. Second down and 3. From the 3. Hit and banged in the backfield. They went the best one too many times. They knock him back to the 7. Now, I don't know if that's Best down. He took a shot and a half. So they went to Best one too many times. Revere sitting on him. A big hit in the backfield. They lost 4 yards on the play. The ball will be at the 7-yard line. Third and goal from the 7. And we mentioned before, Classical has David Bernard, and they also have Kyle Duran, who have kicked extra points this year for them. And the teams are going to go to the sideline. That was a solid hit. And I have to think that that's Best that's down. He took a shot and a half trying to go straight ahead.
Again, I'd just like to remind you, after the game is over,
and he wound up losing 4 yards in a play, but that would be a huge loss for Classical going forward if it's a serious injury. Let's certainly hope it's not. But he is down. He's been down now for a while. Classical led it 8-0. Revere cut it to 8-6. Revere took a 13-8 lead at halftime. Classical came out, led by a point, and they got a big safety after a punt pinned Revere down inside their 10, made it 16-13, and then with 42 seconds left, Rayan Riazi kicked a 35-yard field goal. And now they're helping him off, and that doesn't look good with that left leg dragging. Let's hope the young man's going to be okay. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to him. And they're going to carry him out. It is best. What a blow that would be to Classical. So the field goal, 42 seconds left, tied it. Classical shut Revere down, but on fourth down, Riazi does it again, a 31-yard field goal. And that's where we are, 19-16 Revere. Classical had a second and goal from the 3, and they lost 4 yards, so now it's third and goal from the 7. Ridley looking to throw. In trouble, he's going to get hit and knocked down. Revere got to him, he didn't have time to throw it. Back to the 14-yard line. They lost 7. So here we go. Classical's going to try it. From the 25, a 35-yard field goal attempt to try and tie it up. Ridley the holder, David Bernard the kicker. They get it down, off to the right, no good. Revere's going to win it. A huge upset win by Revere over Classical, 19-16 in overtime, as Classical misses the field goal. Rayan Riazi will walk on water when he goes to Revere High School on Monday. He kicked 2 field goals, one to tie it, one to win it, one with 42 seconds left in the game. Revere winds up with 210 yards of offense. Classical winds up with 245. Best, we hope he's going to be okay. He had 137 yards. On the other side, it was Barboza with 110. Murphy ran for a touchdown, Barboza for a touchdown, Best for a touchdown, Ridley to Butler for a touchdown. But 2 big field goals by Rayan Riazi. One with 42 seconds left ties it, the other one in overtime. Classical misses the field goal, and they wind up on the short end, 19-16. They'll drop to 2-1. Revere gets a big win. They do it with some of their regulars out. What a great job by Coach Ciccatelli and his Revere Patriots. They get a huge upset over a very good Classical football team, and they gave, but they bet rather, but they didn't break very often, and they win it in overtime, 19-16 over Classical. Classical will go to 2-1. Revere will go to 1-2. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.